thing we've done is, in our B2B area, is implemented a formal process to help our customers think about their top 6 or 7 business priorities and how we can help them. So everything from, helping manage cash flow on an operational basis, thinking about just their daily operations as a source of cash flow and helping to run their business, all the way through the more sort of traditional capital needs, lending, those sort of things. If you think about it, a bad loan is good for no one, right? And we're being reminded about that daily. And so this is a way to sort of help the business owner think strategically about, how do I fund my business? So, everything from, do I trim back expenses in unprofitable areas to free up cash, through, do I help, what can I do from my cash conversion cycle, collecting payments faster, just sort of better matching payments to suppliers versus vendors. So there's very tactical things you wouldn't normally think about from a bank, but we provide a lot of the tools that they need to do that, get visibility into their operations, as well as the funding opportunities. Well, it's really a partnership between marketing and sales, and so we're there providing everything from the content, scripting. We've done a lot to produce case studies, interviews. One of the things we see is that customers are a little more skeptical of companies and more interested in what other customers, other users like themselves think, what they value, what they think about a provider. And so we have a great story, we believe, based on we provide a better experience. So we'd rather have our customers out there telling our story because they can attest to and they can attest about an authentically better experience where we really are focused on helping them meet their needs. First of all, we love to hear from customers. We know that there are negatives, but we view those as opportunities to learn and improve rather than criticisms. And so we want to hear about a bad experience almost more than a good experience, because if we don't hear about it, we can't do anything about it. And so one of the things we've done over the past 2 years is implemented a very rigorous survey methodology where we're not just relying on sort of traditional, the customer taking the time to write in or call in or have a conversation. We're proactively asking them about their experience, and we're doing that after they've had an experience, tailored to what that experience is. So somebody comes into a branch for a routine transaction, we'll get, based on their permission, they give us the permission to do this, we'll send them an email asking about that specific experience with questions tailored to a routine transaction. That's different if they log in the website, it's different if they've interacted with an RM, it's different if they've called in the call center. Yeah, hopefully this is banks not that I don't compete with, but there's a lot of us out there. I think the values, when it comes to nuggets of how to win, banking is a blocking and tackling type business. And so focusing on what your customers value, what your customers' needs are, and how you're best able to meet those needs, that's where you get wins. And so, we've run a campaign, for instance, where we featured the voice of our customer actually making the pitch. And so, based on customers talking about whether or not it's our call center, the best call center they've ever called, or our branches staying open later, we're taking that feedback that I talked about before and using that in sort of help amplify those customers telling the story for us. Well, the digital world's rapidly evolving, as we know. We're huge as a digital and a channel from a sales and service perspective. We actually get more monthly visitors to our website than we get visits in our traditional branches on a monthly basis already. So that's the sort of notion that digital or online is an alternative channel is gone. It really is increasingly a preferred channel for the consumer. And social fits right into that. So if you think about our brand, we're trying to provide a very warm, helpful, convenient, and advice-driven experience. We believe social, because it's part of the web and has integration points, can help us really provide that same rich, personalized experience in online. But we view it as part of digital, not sort of a separate entity. We try to have our values of being responsive to the customer, being authentic, doing the right thing, influence everything we do. And so while I can't comment, very specifically on certain things that are of, recent interest, those values is what we permeate. So we have a a response desk. If somebody feels like they have an issue, they can call in, work on the, we try to be as aggressive as we can within the investor and our own balance sheet and shareholder expectations we can to work with borrowers who are having issues and try to prevent that from even getting to that unfortunate outcome in the first place. There's a ton of examples. Some of them are posted online, so I would encourage anybody who wants to view, you can go to bestpitch.com, provide sort of some case studies, and we're continuing to add more. But one comes to mind is there's a family who runs a learning center, right? So you think about the essence of their business is helping kids learn and sort of achieve their dreams, right? And here's a business that they had a successful model and a small scale, and they wanted to expand, but they weren't, they were educators, they weren't financiers, and so they came to us, and our bankers sat down and didn't look at it like a transaction. They wanted to first start to say, okay, let me understand your business. I already have some experience in the education space, so they can provide a perspective that gets them ahead of, have a valuable conversation. But they sat down and based on a needs assessment, were able to recommend the right solution based, sort of optimizing the mix of internal cash flow versus external credit that really allowed these people, and they're the Carden Learning Center, I believe is their name, but they were able to really take this product that's about helping kids achieve their dreams, expand the scope of it, and so we participate. And if you think about that magnification, it's not just helping the business owner achieve their needs, it's helping the business owner empower these kids and their families to achieve theirs. And so that's really cool. Well, marketing is a fun business. I have both a creative and an analytical bent, and so marketing done well is both. It can't be just a creative exercise. It can't be analytical exercise. And so, one example, I've recruited people about, marketing is about inventing the future, and so you do it in a different way at different times of day. So whether or not it's inventing the next direct mail campaign goes out, or participating in what's our branch is going to look like in 5 years, or our strategy. So that's what marketing is about, aligning what the company does around customer needs and in a way better than other people to allow your shareholders to earn a return, to allow them to employ more, the company employ more people, to provide livelihoods, and ultimately better society through helping customers. And so I think, even banking particularly, I think banking and marketers sometimes have a certain perception, but if you think about marketing's about helping customers, helping individuals with the products and services that they need to improve their lives. And so if you think about, there are certain products that people may view as different, maybe not suboptimal, if you will, but most of them, the products serve a need. And so by bringing those to market, making them relevant, not pushing product that they don't need, but it really helps power society forward. And so banking in particular too, I think, banking's very essence is helping people finance their lives. So whether or not it's daily transactions or lending, it's all about moving forward and being responsible. And so you think about responsible lending, like I said before, a loan that doesn't pay off is good for no one. It's not good for the borrower. It's not good for the bank. It's not good for society. And so really, I think the industry's got an opportunity to help sit down and with customers on the front end and really help advise on the right products based on their needs and their ability to repay. Because if you do it right, it really is the engine that drives the economy forward. And so that's exciting.